champion will be in car number 92 in the Safeco Foam King Ward coach lines, and brand new sponsorship tonight from Stafford Ford, Tommy Fern.
9 started to the field, 3 feature event wins to his credit. Chase Bunnett and Bingo owns the race car. Mastiff Armory, TSI Harley-Davidson, number 16, they call him the Magnum, Michael Bennett.
Extra Mart has been a long-time sponsor of car number 01. Also being sponsored tonight by Magnus Steel, Jim Mavlajanis.
Casagrande Builders, number 7, out of Stafford Springs, Connecticut, Kyle Casagrande.
And it will be car number 99 in the Erasable Images power washing car, Chase Cook.
PJ Zarella, car number 20, and Rich Hammond with car number 28. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Full fendered style. The late models rumble off turn number 4 and down into turn 1. Ricard is pretty much evenly matched with Michael Ray. Ray with a slight advantage. Butler goes around. Car number 4 to the bottom of 1 and 2.
And right now, that car is stationary in spectator country between the corners. Ed Ricard is fighting with Ray for the opening lap lead, but the yellow comes out before they can get to the line.
So the caution, friends, bring a buddy. We want you here for TSI Harley-Davidson 125 for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
And you know, Ben, what does a driver do when he's waiting for his feature to get underway? Well, in the case of Ronnie Williams, he just climbs into the bleachers in row number 4 so he can watch this late model feature.
Lights are off from Whelen Engineering. Light sirens and safety services used throughout the world. Whelen Engineering. Made in America, made in Connecticut and New Hampshire, and proud of it. Sponsors of the Whelen All-American Series and the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Tim Bennett snaps the green in the air, and the inside lane looks racy as Ricard is the leader of the pack, and Gambacorta is right there on his back bumper making a bid for it in less than 2 turns.
Ray took a stutter step at the stop, and now he's trying to make up for it on the outside, working against Gambacorta. Josh Wood, as usual, is up in the upper tier of the field. Ricard will lead lap number 1, but he is going to get a double-barrel challenge from Gambacorta and Ray.
Gambacorta muscles his way to the bottom. Here comes Gambacorta. Going. Will it be gone? Bottom of turn number 3. Yes, the answer's now told. And right there with him, Michael Ray. Good run for this talent, moving up to 2nd. Meanwhile, Josh Wood all over Ricard. He takes over 3rd. 3rd isn't good enough, Matt. He's going for 2nd. Car 72 is on the move.
Here is leverage for Josh Wood, and he moves into the number 2 spot. Right behind him, Tommy Fern, looking to flex his muscles underneath Michael Ray. And Tommy Fern is able to bandwagon his way into the top 3. Wood is going after our leader, Kevin Gambacorta.
Wood is looking to visit victory lane again here at Stafford. He moves to the inside. Gambacorta is hunted down by Fern in that Sarrett Ford sponsored race car. They come off the turn, and Fern is up to 2nd. Here comes Michael Bennett. 3 wins tell the story for him. Bennett is now into 3rd, and look at the challenge for the lead.
And here comes Tommy Fern. Determination as he is able to blister his way in front. That hole opens for Michael Bennett, and Bennett is able to bob and weave his way through that one to move into 2nd place.
The Mastiff Armory, number 16 car, moves into 2nd. Michael Bennett didn't look strong in his qualifying heat. Was he playing possum? Because he looks racy up in the 2nd spot currently. Wood settles back for 3rd. Here comes Scorzelli. 4th lead change in 5 laps. That's good racing anywhere you look. And it's Tom Fern, picked up a brand new sponsor this week, Sarrett Ford out of Agawam, listed among the sponsors of that car. And look at Jim Mavlajanis, the crafty Extra Mart veteran. He's up to the top 5, Matt. Car 01. Red, white, and blue, appropriate for tonight's Military Appreciation Night.
And he can do chin-ups on the spoiler of that Michael Ray car. That is a battle for 4th and 5th. And we told you he was going to be determined. Tommy Butler, car number 4, is up among the top 7 cars.
No question, he is there, and he is going forward. As they come off the turn, fastest car on the racetrack, Tommy Fern, 21, 1.53. That is the quickest lap. How's it stack up? Well, last time by, Michael Bennett turned the quickest lap, 21.228, as he was the guy who was quickest on the last circuit.
Boy, look at Jim Avajanis, ready to strike like a panther against the 42 of Michael Ray. Almost was able to scamper his way underneath that car. He's going to try it again as they go down the backstretch.
No question. He sees a little daylight, looks to the bottom. While that's happening, Butler tried to do the same with Scorzelli. It didn't work. Back up front. Here comes Mavlajanis, fourth and moving forward. Jim Mavlajanis took a couple of weeks off to go out on his boat, but he is now looking very strong in the fourth spot. About the same distance between first and second as second and third as they come back to the line. Now it appears that Michael Bennett's picked up the pace just a bit.
Well, he goes out on his boat and he comes back looking like a tidal wave, as he is in the fourth spot, followed by Ray and Butler. And at the front of the field, Tom Ford. For the most part this year, he has been Tommy Turmoil. But this is a guy who has been responsible for 3 Pro Stock championships at Stafford, and he is leading by about a $3 cab ride over Michael Bennett.
No question about it. Vern has had a roller coaster season so far. He hoped to change all of that. Told me earlier, before practice, that he felt he had a race car that could win tonight. He's leading Michael Bennett, 3-time winner this season, and meanwhile, trouble. Scorzelli hits at a ton. Now in turns 3 and 4, the back end of the Scorzelli car folded right up, and Kyle Casagrande's car comes to a screeching halt.
www.patv15.com. That's the Cox Public Access website, and the Joey Cipriano show will also be airing there. It's a pretty good show.
Take a look at the back end of the Scorzelli number 18 car.
What back end?
Yes, it is folded up like an accordion, and as that car is being brought back to the center of the infield area, heartbreaking situation there, as Scorzelli gets has that car brought back to his pit location. Field is doubled up. Tommy Fern has been the big dog in 12. Will he remain the guy that sends out the message as the big winner in the late models tonight as they rumble back to the line? The Stafford Ford machine has the slight advantage, and it is on the outside. And there's Josh Wood, challenged for second, but Fern gets away as the leader of the pack.
And let's see what Michael Bennett can do. Getting a challenge from Josh Wood as they jackhammer their way into the fourth quarter. Almost a 3-wide scenario. Is almost here to create some havoc with Jim Mavlajanis. And both Wood and Bennett were able to shake free.
Mavlajanis is the guy to watch. He's a mover and a shaker tonight as he's up to the top 4. Bennett on the outside. Going, gone. Will he be able to hold on to that runner-up spot? Joshua Wood, they swing and they sway. They lean on each other as they come back to the line. Nobody's giving up an inch, but it's side-by-side, full-bodied racing at its best as Fern continues to pull away.
Wood has the advantage, but 2 guys are in his pockets. Michael Bennett, Jim Avajanis. Tommy Butler has moved up to 5th. And Kevin Gambacorta, another guy who never folds. He is running in 6th. Gambacorta does not know the meaning of the word surrender.
Trouble now. Michael Bennett sideways. Butler muscles him up, and Bennett drops from 3rd spot to the bottom of the top 6. Back up front, Fern is still the leader. Meanwhile, in 2nd, Joshua Wood, and there is Mavlajanis. Now Gambacorta and Bennett come together. Bennett does a 360, comes back across the track, and PJ Zarella is involved. Michael Bennett's machine comes to a screeching halt to the outside of the wall as well. So down into turn number 1, we've got 2 cars there as we go to yellow. 16 of 30 laps are into the
And there was nothing he could do to avoid that serious contact when Michael Bennett ricocheted off the wall, and going down pit road to serve his penalty is Kevin Gambacorta.
Now there's Chuck Zantarski. He is the man that works center stage here at the center of the infield, one of the legendary great late model drivers of the Stafford Motor Speedway. and he informs Gambacorta of the penalty situation there, and it looks like that car is going to be held on pit road because it looks like we're going right back to green, Matt, with the lights off on the safety vehicle. We'll look for our infield reporters to give us some information on both Scorzelli and Michael Bennett and their situation on pit road, as they were both contenders in the point battle here for going into tonight's event. Tommy Fern, Sarah Ford, King Ward, Spafco machine ready as they thunder off turn number 4.
And this is going to be a very intense restart between Wood and Ferd. And Ferd is able to pull away for the time being. Jonas, the straw that stirs the drink, trying to go underneath Wood, and he succeeds. And now Butler is trying to make the identical move.
We said that Jim Mavrogiannis was very strong tonight, and we did not tell a story there because he's up to second. And Tom Butler, remember him? He spun in the first lap of the event, but he's now back on the podium. Meanwhile, side-by-side racing for the 4th and the 5th spot, and Ricard moves back to 4th as Joshua Wood has to settle back into 5. Byrne looks like a man with a mission tonight with that Sarah Ford car as he is out in front and pulling away. 18 of 30 laps now complete.
Boy, 3 guys who got their career going in the 80s. Tom Ferd, Jim Mavrogiannis, Tommy Butler. Maybe 90 years of experience among those 3 drivers. The 1-2-3 punch at the front of the field.
No question, and Butler continues to reel in on the back bumper of Mavrogiannis. These 3 drivers have been full-body champions throughout their career, and they are among the very best as the cream has risen to the top. Joshua Wood's car got evil and suddenly dropped way off the pace. Scott Cook, we haven't mentioned him much. He's had no luck at all in 2015, and look at Cook. He's now contending among the top 6 cars.
Remember, he didn't finish the race a week ago, and right now he is torturing the 17 and Josh Wood. That car looked like it took a siesta between turns 1 and 2 the last time around. He is much more efficient now. The battle is shaping up for 2nd and 3rd as Tommy Butler has gained ground on Jim Mavrogiannis.
There is less than 10 circuits remaining in this event, and it appears again that Byrne has the field pretty much under tow. Fastest lap of the race, last time by 21.153. 21.153, car number 92, Tommy Fern. Mavrogiannis is starting now to motor a little bit away from Tom Butler, who's sitting in the 3rd spot. Ricard back in the comfort zone in 4, and there's no question, Matt, you pointed it out, Joshua Woods struggling with that race car. It started out good, but it seems to be getting really, really tough to deal with.
Yeah, it looks very sluggish, that number 17 car. You know, when you look at the history of Stafford Speedway in the Fender divisions, I would have to say, right now, our 1, 2, 3 drivers, those are 3 of the best Fender drivers in Stafford history. Fern, Mavrogiannis, and Butler, as they are putting on a clinic tonight.
They certainly are, and it seems again that now Butler is able to close up that gap ever so slightly as he starts to literally move in to contend with Mavrogiannis again. So he's not over with yet when they come back to the line. 5 circuits remaining for Tom Fern. It might be considered a cakewalk, but he's had a roller coaster season this year with the highs and lows of the sport, and Mavrogiannis is still holding off the pressures of Butler. Look at Butler now, try the outside. Now he's going to try the crossover.
And it looks like he has some room. So here comes Butler as he tries to blur his way underneath Jim Mavrogiannis. And Tommy Butler, after having to go through the rear of the field at the beginning, has moved into 2nd.
From the back to the front and back to the front, he is now in the runner-up spot. Clock is ticking. Byrne is still the leader of the show. Butler is now in 2nd. Mavrogiannis for 3rd. Wood for 4th. Then it's Ricard for 5. And Scott Cook finally gets the evil out of car number 5 to run among the top 6 cars.
Yeah, he's able to enjoy the ride tonight, but nobody is enjoying it more than Tom Ferd. When are you going to learn you can never count out Tommy Ferd? Had a tumultuous season to this point, but right now he is leading by a hefty margin over Tommy Butler. And for Butler, this has to feel like a win because remember, the opening lap, he was sideways, pointed in the wrong direction.
He sure is, but what a great comeback, and he's closing up that gap. Tighter and tighter it is getting, but will there be enough time to put the move on Tom Ford? The Stafford Ford Group coming on to the sponsorship of car number 92 tonight as he thunders off turn number 4. White flag is out. It's been a long time coming. Tommy Ford is back on top of his game. Final time through turn number 2. Final time down the back straightaway. First time out of the box with a brand new sponsor for Stafford Ford. Tommy Ford is back and winning here at Stafford in the late model. He will take down the victory. What a comeback for Tommy Butler in second. Jim Mampogiannis to finish in third. Joshua Wood for 4 and Eddie Ricard for 5.
Then it was a hammer. Rich Heyman to finish 6.
So he is joining our top 3. Tommy Ford is out of the car. And we are just about ready to send it to Napa Victory Lane and Carter Sullivan.
Well, Tom Ford, I know this season's been full of a lot of hard knocks out there. How does this win help you out?
Well, we got a new sponsor this week, Stafford Ford from Bagwell, Mass. Anybody want a new Ford truck or car, go to Stafford Ford. They also have Lincoln, so I said we'll put that on this car this week. Maybe it can change our luck, and apparently it did. So we got good news back to him when we get home, and tell him that we won with his Ford logo on the back, and Safeco Foam, Stu Fern. Can't thank them enough. Just got here from his daughter's graduation, so I'm glad he could be here. He's our car owner and number 1 man behind the money, I guess. So Bill Cushion, Dennis King, Sun Valley Fire Equipment, and King Ward, JR Sweeping, Magic Enterprises, my buddy Lenny. He's been in tough shape last year in Enfield, but he wanted his name on the car, so we said no problem. And like I said, everybody else that helps out, I can't thank them enough.
A big night for the Fern family. Tom Ford, his first late model win of the season, as we'll throw it over to Darren Ayotte.
Thank you, Connor, and Jim Mampogiannis and Tom Butler having a few words. So Tom, second place, strong day for you all day long. Car was excellent.
Yeah, we kind of got turned around at the beginning of the race, and sometimes I drive a little better when I'm mad. I don't know, the guys are talking about beating me over the head with a bat before we go out. I don't know if that's going to work, but, because we're going to go through a lot of bats today, man ahead, so. The car was great. We've made a couple changes, SPM chassis, Steve and Scott McCarthy. Great job. A little bit more. Tommy was just a little bit quicker. I think if we had a few more laps, I think I was getting closer. TA engines, Tony Altieri, great power. I forgot Magnus transmissions and rears last week, so I don't want to do that this time. It's a team effort. I got the best part. I got the driving job, but the guys are working hard. We're hoping to get a win real soon, and we just got to keep finishing races. That's the name of the game right now, and there's no reason why most everybody can't. It's just sometimes there's not enough give and take out here, and everybody's going to have to work on that a little bit. Had a great night. I want to congratulate my niece. She's graduating tomorrow from RPI. Last Saturday, my daughter graduated from Western New England. I guess maybe now I can spend some more money on the race cars.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
All right, we'll bring in Jim Mampogiannis, who finished in 3rd. And Jim, another solid run. 4 starts, 4 top 5s. I mean, it's pretty obvious you're real fast.
Yeah, the car's good. First of all, it's old guy's night, and Tommy's the oldest. But I want to thank Extramark. Extramark Convenience Stores for 25 years. Rob Cronin been helping me out. Couldn't do it without him. Magnus Steel, my crew, RNC Auto Body, TA Engines, Magnus Transmissions. And all the people that come out here, my wife, my family. It's Veterans Night. Thank you very much for all the veterans, what they do for us to make us live in a free country. And thank you for Stafford for having a wonderful place to race.
All right, congratulations. Enjoy there.
Thank you.
All right, 4 starts and 4 top 5s for Jim Mampogiannis. Let's bring it back upstairs.
Good night.